Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here. How are you guys doing today? Cheyenne from Cheyenne Health, obviously. And I am making something that normally you can have for breakfast. Sorry, I'm cutting right now. That's why I'm not looking at you guys. Something that normally you can have for breakfast. However, today I'm having it for lunch. I just finished my workout, so that's why I'm still in my workout clothes. Once you pop on, let me know that you can hear me by putting like a like or a comment or something or the other, so I can know for sure that you guys can hear me properly, because the fan is on. Hey Steph, how are you? How you doing, my dear? Are you coming to cook with me? I have to make sure not to burn anything. You don't want to burn anything live, right? So yes, so as I was saying, I am making something that normally you can have for breakfast. However, today I'm having it for lunch. And perfect, you can hear me. Good. And it's going to be like an egg scramble with some sweet potato. I'm about to eat some leftover veggie pizza. Pizza. Yeah, so it's some sweet potato with, sorry, I'm gonna go over here, with eggs and kale and turkey bacon and peppers. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be making. So guys, you guys can have this as I said, for breakfast, or it can be something that you're gonna have for lunch, or even something for supper, because you have your healthy carbs in there with the sweet potato. It's a hearty meal. You have a lot of protein because you have your turkey or chicken bacon, and then you also have your eggs, so you have your protein with that. As I said, sorry, I'm cutting, so I'm not gonna be looking at you guys. The egg cup things, yeah, I was actually gonna make that at the same time, and then when I went for my egg whites in the fridge. Okay, so little side note, guys, I'm really weird when it comes to expiration dates, and the egg cups expire, when do they expire? May 5th. So I checked it because it's too close to comfort for me. Sorry. So I will be making those maybe next week, or maybe on the weekend. Like, I might buy some more egg whites on the weekend. Same thing, right? Exactly. So as I mentioned, if you're just hopping on, I'm going to be making a sweet potato scramble with eggs, peppers, kale, and turkey bacon. I think today I have chicken bacon, actually, not turkey. I'm not sure. Who knows? Whichever one was on sale. So that's why I'm kind of turning my back to you guys sometimes, because I have to go over to the stove. But I'm going to be bringing the phone over to the stove once I go over there for good. So right now what I'm doing, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I wonder if I can tilt it. I don't want to break this thing. Okay, anyways. So right now what I'm doing is I am cutting the peppers. For some reason the phone is like tilted. I don't know why. It was perfectly fine just now. Anyways, I'm cutting up the peppers. Okay? Normally when I'm doing these videos, I like to have everything pre-cut, but as I mentioned, I had just finished my workout. I was replying a few messages to customers, so I gave you guys a time, so I want to be here for that time. So what I did was I chopped up the sweet potato. I diced it up really small because I want it to cook faster. Obviously, if you don't mind it cooking longer, you can make them into bigger pieces. But I really wanted it to cook fast, so I diced it up in really small pieces. I'll actually show it to you guys. So that's how small I diced it up, okay? I'm actually gonna take those out really soon. And now I am dicing up the peppers. And once I take out the sweet potato, because really guys, sweet potato doesn't really take that long to cook. once you dice it up really small. So I'm going to take out the sweet potatoes, and I am going to put the kale to kind of saute a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm putting more, that's for sure. Like, I'll show you all the peppers that I have here, if that's what you're talking about when you say more. So these are all the peppers that I have that's gonna go in there, okay? So what I'm doing, and for those that don't use kale, this is what kale looks like, okay? So you have like the long stem, and then you have the bunches of leaves. So an easy way to take it off is you take your hand, I'll block the light so you guys can see it. You take your hand and you hold the stem and you literally just break it off. See? So that's how I take my kale off. And I'm going to cut it up really fine. I'm going to take off the sweet potato, guys, because I don't want it to burn. It's already a little darker than I usually have it, but whatever, it's alright. So what I'm doing is I'm dicing up the kale, and I'm going to put it in a bowl, rinse it off, and I'm putting it right in that same pan that I just took the sweet potato out of. Now at the bottom of the pan, you don't have to put anything, okay? You don't have to put any oils or anything like that, because obviously you're trying to make this as healthy as possible, right? If you want, you can put a little tiny bit of, let's say coconut oil, let's say, if you really want to. But for me, the way that I do it, since when I rinse it off, there's gonna be some water like left over, I just take it and put it in the pan. So you rinse your kale, you squeeze out the excess water, and then you just put it in your pan. So the water that's left over in the kale is gonna help it to cook. Okay? So I'll show you guys what that looks like. You take the phone. Yeah, kale does take a little time to chew if you don't let it cook too long. You can also use spinach. You can use spinach with this, guys. So this is the kale right here that's cooking, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this a little bit, because as Steph just said, kale is really long to chew. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to take the peppers. Guys, you can do this all in the same pan, but I just feel like doing it separate. I want to tilt it down, but I really feel like I'm going to break my holder, and I don't want to do that. So literally what I'm doing right now is I'm just putting the peppers in a pan. I'll show you guys. See? So these are the peppers here. My pan wasn't hot enough, but whatever. It'll heat up. And I'm just letting them cook a little bit. And the reason why I'm doing that is because at the end, I'm just going to put everything together. What I've done in the past when I've made this, guys, was I put the sweet potato to cook, and then I added spinach. I didn't make it with kale that time. So spinach takes like 2 seconds to cook, like it's nothing. So that was perfectly fine to just add it on top of the sweet potato. And I didn't have peppers, I think, another time when I made it, like the time that I'm thinking about. So what I did was I took my eggs, I scrambled them up, and I added it into it. And then for my turkey bacon, I had it in strips on the side. And one trick, okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a trick right now. Okay, so it is chicken bacon. So one trick that I do whenever I buy my bacon is when I open it, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I cut it in half. So literally, I take the bag, I open it, and I take the knife, and I just cut the turkey bacon or chicken bacon in half. And the reason why I do that is because I realize if I have 4 pieces, I'm fine with that. So that's technically having 2 slices. Whereas if I had like 2 long slices, maybe I'd be like, that's not enough. I don't know. So right now, the peppers are being done. Show it to you again. So the peppers are sauteed a little bit. I'll leave them in there for a little bit longer while the kale is being made. Spinach, exactly. Spinach is so easy. Like, I have spinach every single day in my shake because you really don't taste spinach when you put it in a shake. So it's a good thing to add in. And then here you have the kale that's being sauteed. It keeps its shape, guys. And as Steph said, and I agree with her, there is a lot of chewing involved when you have kale. So if you're someone that's picky with that, well then in that case, use spinach. So you leave that in there for a little bit longer. What I'm going to do in about 2 minutes is I'm going to add the sweet potato right back into the kale. Let it cook up a little bit more. And then I'm going to add the peppers into the kale. And then I will add, I'm going to add the turkey bacon or chicken bacon, whatever. And then these are just 2 eggs, guys, that I added black pepper and also this thing. It's like all-purpose seasoning. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Anything goes in the peppers, just chop. No, I just chopped it up because everything is going to go together at the end. So literally, I just seasoned my eggs with some black pepper and some of that all-purpose seasoning. Nothing is going onto the peppers. So I just chop it up and put it in the pan. This was the pan where I did the turkey bacon. So that's why the bottom looks a little bit like that. I'm going to take that off. Kale should be pretty much done. We're close to it. So I'm going to rest you guys here. Grab my sweet potato. Add the sweet potato in. Mix that up a little bit. So that is a mix. I hope you guys can see that. It's a mix of the sweet potato and the kale. That's less sodium, that's my error. Yeah. When it comes to seasonings, we like things to taste really good, but we have to be careful for the amount of sodium that's in our food. So me personally, I don't cook with a lot of salt. And I realize, like when we went to Red Lobster a few weekends back, I realized how salty the food was because I don't cook with that much salt anymore. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the peppers and I'm just gonna add the peppers in. Then I'll mix everything together. So this is just the peppers, the sweet potato, and the kale. And then Steph, since I know you like your hot sauce, you can add some hot sauce if you want. Either once it's cooked or while it's cooking, it's really up to you. Chili peppers as well. So look how pretty this looks. Exactly, it's so colorful. It's gonna look so good on the plate. So then I'm gonna take the bacon. Might have a piece. And then I just add the bacon in there. So guys, as I said, that was just the bacon that I just chopped up. So I add it in there. You can still see, right? So everything is added in. I just need to add the eggs. Now what I've done a few times is I've done the eggs separate and then put everything together. And I've done the eggs on top of everything. It's really up to you. Personally, if you put the eggs, let me turn this around. If you put the eggs on top of everything, you just need to cook it longer because you need to make sure that all of the eggs are cooked. If you do the eggs separately and you put it together, then just know that it's not going to actually stick together. So it's really up to you. Like, you can technically do your scrambled eggs separately and then have this as a mix on the side. I like to have everything put together, so I'm just going to add the eggs on top of it. Okay? So I just take my eggs and I'm literally going to pour it on top of everything. Now, I like to scrape my stuff, guys, just because I get that from my grandmother. We don't waste. We come from a household that does not waste. So the eggs are in there. And as you can see, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, it's there, but it's wet, right? So you're literally going to be mixing everything together so that it comes like a scramble and it's not wet. So I'm going to do this without the phone because it's just going to be that much easier. Yeah, some of your eggs are going to stick at the bottom, whatever you scrape as you're going through. Depends how high your stove is, depends if you had any form of oils or whatever at the bottom. I didn't, so it tends to stick a little bit, but since the pan was clean, everything, and nothing burned, so everything that's in there is still edible. So you literally take it and you're just mixing away. Like, that's all you're doing. And once you make sure that you have everything off of the bottom of the pan, then you just let it sit a little bit to let it cook, because you want your eggs to cook, right? Sure you mix it up really well. I'll show you guys what it looks like before I leave it to cook a little bit. As I said, we don't waste. So I'm taking everything off. I'll show you guys what that looks like. See? So there's your eggs, there's your bacon, your peppers, your kale, your sweet potato. And guys, this is a really good portion. Like a really, really good portion. You should be pretty well off after this one. So while that is cooking, usually I have it with like slices of oranges or, you know, slices of mango. But this is what happens at the end of the week. The house gets empty because we do the groceries at the beginning of the week and we do the cooking on Sunday, and then we just eat throughout the week. So a lot of things are gone, and I don't feel like having it with apples, and I had a banana this morning with my shake, so I am going to have it with some grapes. I'm just gonna have some grapes on the side. You can put whatever fruit that you want. This is where your fruit comes in. Okay? So you wanna make sure that you're having some fruits with this so that you have a lot of your food groups. And if you have avocado, avocado would be a great healthy fat to have on the side of this. If you don't have any avocado, but you have, let's say, flax seeds is another healthy fat that you can put in the stir fry. So like, you literally take the flax seed, you grind it up, because, okay, tidbit, I don't know if you guys know this. Let me show you what flax seed looks like, just in case you don't know. Flax seeds, all right here. So, this is what flax seeds look like. So you see it on the side there? like a grain. Okay, now the reason why it's important to get it not grounded up already is because once you grind the flax seeds, some of the nutritional value will just disappear. So if you grind too many of them, like ground it up, and you put it in the fridge, because you have to put it in the fridge afterwards, you're gonna lose some of the nutritional value of the flaxseed. So you always make sure that you buy it whole, and then you buy like a little grinder. Like we have a little grinder, I think I paid like $10 for it. And you grind it up. And then flaxseed is a really good healthy fat that you can have with this meal. So I have some grapes here. I'm just gonna wash it up. I'll put it on the plate so that you guys can see how everything looks together. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And you can make it, guys. You see how simple it is? Like it's some eggs, it's some sweet potato, it's some bacon, peppers. You can even omit the peppers if you really want to. And you're literally going to add some fruits on there. Now usually I portion out my fruits with my portion containers. Let me show you one. This is my fruits portion container. So usually I portion it out in there, but I'm not having a full portion, so, and I've gotten used to it, so I know what a full portion looks like. Beans? Yeah, you could put beans. I'm not a big fan of beans. I just have beans in my, so you see there's the grapes. I just have beans in my chili. So here it is. Getting all cooked. Smells amazing. Like it really smells good. If you're a fan of onions, guys, you could put onions too. I forgot to mention that. I'm not a big fan of onions, so I don't put onions, but you could put onions, you could put tomatoes, you could literally put whatever you want in here. Well, once it's healthy, right? Okay, so that's done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it, I should do it over here. I'll come over here. Easier. And yes, I just put my hand on the stove, but I knew it wasn't hot, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't hot. And you're literally gonna take that bad boy, put it on your plate. That's a lot of food. I think that's actually too much. Which I don't know why, because yeah, that's a lot of food. I had the right amount of everything, but I guess everything put together. But yes, here's the plate. I think you could see that properly. I'll come over here in some better light, maybe. There we go. So there's the plate. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you try it, let me know how it goes. I'll leave that on. Yeah. Ooh, that fan was loud. So let me know how it goes if you try it out. And I'm going to go eat. So Steph, I hope you have an awesome day. And everyone else that's on, I hope you guys have a great day. And exactly, it looks so good. I know. Okay, you want me to do like the whole taste test thing? Like when people on TV like taste their food after they've made it? Okay, hold on. It's hilarious. The kale. So you see, I just did the taste test and my face didn't go all like, because it actually tastes good. So just to recap, guys, you take your sweet potato, you dice it up. You put the sweet potato in the pan, you let it cook for a little bit. At the same time, you're dicing up your peppers and your kale or spinach, whatever you want to put. If you want to put onions, you can put onions. If you want to put mushrooms, ew, you could put mushrooms. And you have 2 eggs. You scramble the 2 eggs in a bowl, add your whatever seasonings you want to put in there, salt, pepper, whatever. and you have either your turkey or your chicken bacon, and you take the sweet potato out, you put the kale in. You can saute up the peppers too if you want on the side, or you could do it all in the same pan, really up to you. And then you just put everything together and you enjoy it. Like, that's it. And you have like fruits on the side. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be going to eat right now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.